Hello. I am just starting. I'm just waiting for everybody to roll in. I know I am 10 minutes early. As always, I was just playing with my cluster, so I just thought I'd turn the camera on instead of just sitting here doing this by myself. Hello, Sassy. Hello, Sassy. I made a cluster while I was sitting here waiting. Yes, I made this little guy while I was waiting. I won't make no more until my friends show up. I won't wait. I promise I won't make no more until my friends show up. Because everybody's been excited for this, so I will be putting some fun stuff over on my coffee page too that I created. But I'll wait for my friends. So wait for my friends. Yes, Zal, I am early, way early, but I know that you guys have been excited for this, so I am here early. I was sitting here. Hello, Bobby. Thank you for stopping in. I just wanted to hop on and yes, Christina, you are here. I have not started nothing yet. This little guy that's on my desk, he was here while I was messing around here waiting for to turn the camera on, and I was like, well, why not turn the camera on so that I could share with my friends. So I'm gonna tell you right now, go grab yourself a drink, go grab yourself a snack before you grab all your goodies, because I'm sure we're gonna be here a while. Yeah, I'm sure we're gonna be here a while. I got everything under the sun here on my desk. We still got a few minutes. We got 7 minutes before it's 6 o'clock, so you can grab yourself a drink, you can grab yourself a snack. I don't care what you grab for a drink. I grabbed a coffee and a soda, so I'm good to go. I am good to go. I even made you guys a special treat to put up on my coffee page when I'm done. Yes, yes. I made you guys this little gem that you can cut out for your clusters, and it's Tarny himself. He's making clusters. He's making clusters. Tarny's making clusters. He sure is. And then I made you this of what you need for a cluster. Your base layer, your texture layer, your focal point, your accent bits, and your grounding marks. So yeah, this is Tarny approved. It will be up on my coffee page after the live. I thought you guys might like that. And I thought you might like some Tarnies to play with for your clusters. I'll probably cut one of those out and put it on one of my clusters. Yeah. So I know how you guys always say that you don't know the different, what parts to put into it. So I thought that would be cool that you guys could have that to look back onto. I'm just waiting for, who am I waiting for? There was a couple other people that were excited, right? Who else was excited for this? Give me some hearts in the comments if you were excited for this and this was what you were waiting for. So that I know that we can get started with this. Clusters. What is a cluster? Clusters is just a bunch of things that you like that look pretty, that you can bring together that look pretty. This one here is made on a piece of book page that I use with this piece of washi. That's 3x3 on my mat. I will show you exactly how I made this using this piece right here on my washi. The book page is not very heavy, very flimsy, very flimsy. I used a piece of scrap that was here on my desk. I made a flower cluster using my Louisa Heinzel flowers that I've been cutting out on live for the past 1100 years that you've been watching me do. And then from there, I just picked out of my tote of array that I have here in front of me. And then I just picked a label, a number, and a sticker. And I laid it down to my liking. You can ink, you can do whatever. These little numbers here, I stamped those on a strip. And then I put washi tape on there on a scrap. These little stickers, I don't know where they came from. They're in a bucket over here. But we will make them simple as this, and we can make them elaborate as we want. So, are you ready? Let me know in the comments if you're ready to learn how to make one of these. Because I am ready to show you how to make one of them gems. I am ready. First, you get yourself some washi and you mark on your mat or whatever you're using a 3x3 square. Okay, I'll wait. I'll wait for you, Zal. Let me know when you're ready. I got you. I'll wait. Hello, Sassy. Christina, I'm calling you to the front of the room. Are you ready, Christina? Do you have all your goodies? Okay. Zal's ready. Christina's ready. Okay, here we go. Get yourself some washi. And I'm going to pull this one up so we can do it together. Okay? I'm going to pull it up. Because I put this down before the live and we're going to do it together. All right. So we're going to start from scratch. All right? Let's go this way. Where'd that washi go? We're going to take our washi and we're going to go 3 squares. If I can count. 3. And we're going to tear it. And then we're going to go down 3. And we're going to put some more washi. Like this. Okay? And then we're just going to take our washi over here. And we're going to match it up. Okay? Just like so. It doesn't have to be perfect, just as long as it's in that box. Okay? That's all we have to do. And while we're doing this, I just want to let you know that once I do this live, it goes up. It's there forever and ever and ever. So if you watch it and you forget how we're doing it, you can always go back and watch it again, okay? So it's not like it's gone forever. It'll always be here, okay? I'm just making sure my lighting is good. And I don't lose my turtle, because I want you guys to be able to see what I'm doing, because I have a turtle that sits on top of that lamp right there, and I don't want him to fall down. And I wanted to make sure we were close enough, okay? So we have our little 3x3 square that we start with. And we go pick ourselves a piece of paper. It can be any paper. I'm using book paper here, okay? And we match our book page up to this 3x3 square. Doesn't matter if you can see the words. Doesn't matter if you can see anything that's on the paper. Just has to be 3x3. The only paper I don't recommend, toilet paper. Okay? Only thing I don't recommend. I have a habit of not going inside the square. I should go inside the square. I don't. You can go inside the square. You can go outside the square. For this particular one, I'm going to go inside the square because I said 3 inches. The other one, I did not go inside the square. That's Tara and measuring. 1 + 1 = 3. Sounds right to her. So that I just turn it, because it's easier for me to read the ruler. Hi, Dad. Welcome to the Cluster Show, where I am your host. I'm your hostess with the mostest tonight. Well, you can't forget your hostess. Okay. We have our 3x3 square. All right, that's it. I made your cluster. I'm going home for the night. Bye, everybody. That was mean to me. I'm going home. She was mean, so I'm going home. So then you have to pick some type of texture that you want on here. It can hang over. It does not have to stay within this 3. You can have it stay inside this 3, but it can hang over. So you just, play the manipulation game. Do we want it like this? Do we want it like that? So then, see this birdie over here is going, tweet, tweet. He kind of wants to come and live with me over here. Yeah, I'm home. I'm home. Why would I not be home? So then, see, okay, so I'm playing with this, right? And I don't like the way that green looks behind there. It doesn't look good with that bird. Yeah, I know I can't go home because I'm already home. You're making your point, Deb. And now, so now, see now this bird behind that white, it doesn't look good either. So I have 2 options. This is where my cluster fun comes in. I have 2 options. I can 86 the bird. I can get rid of the back of this piece of texture that I have and keep the bird. I can flip it over. Hello, Karen. Yes, I came early today. I can leave the bird on that and it looks a lot better. So then that way, if I want to take this green for texture, like a nest type thing, I can. Or better yet, I can take some of this thread that I have that's all from like when I make it like when I make my journals all tattered, I have all this that looks like a nest, right? And I could take this. Now tell me that doesn't. Hello, Cookie. Now tell me that doesn't look better for my cluster than all that other baloney that I had there. It's okay that I have other colors mixed into it because that makes it unique that I have that, right? So I have that bird because that bird was not going anywhere. That bird was staying on this page. So then the next thing I have in my cluster world, when I pick clusters, is my cluster, I like having labels. Does my label have to stay within the 3. No, I like my stuff to hang off. You can tuck it within the 3, but you can have it hang off too, because that also gives it uniqueness. So now we have our bird laying in its nest. We have the bird. We have a label. So now I'm going to go and I'm going to find me a word to put into my label. And my word says sparkle and shine. Okay, I like that. So then, as I'm looking at this, I'm like, okay, that looks okay to me. I like it, but it needs more oomph to it. Like, there's not enough color to it. So what can I do to give it some color? I have a flower, right? So what am I going to do with that flower is I'm going to take that flower and I'm going to tuck it where it's partly with the label and it's partly with behind there, like that. Okay, I kind of like that. But that label still doesn't have enough color to it. So that's where my eye keeps going, is to that particular label telling me that that needs color. It needs something. So I have this here that has, you know, all kinds of stuff in it with different numbers and labels and all of this kind of stuff in it. So I could take one of these. Oh, sorry, I'm not even in frame. I could take one of these. I can take one of these numbers. Let's take one of these numbers here. I'm still going to use this sparkle and shine because I'm not afraid of it. Don't be afraid to put stuff on top of stuff. Don't be afraid of that. Because that is what makes your cluster your cluster. Now that 5 is a little big. So I'm looking at that 5 like, does that 5 really need to be there? Do I really want that 5 there? Can I tuck it in more? Do I need a bigger word? You know, like, okay, so I really like this sparkle and shine. I can bring this sparkle and shine down here, like so, on my bird, bring that 5 up here like that. Now that makes me happy. Did you get what I did with that? Let me know in the comments if you got what I did with that. Yeah, it's all about balance. That is the thing, is learning the balance. Okay, Zal, by the way you say you believe so, tell me where you're lost. Because we can do it again. Just tell me where you believe you're lost. Well, I'm gluing this down, write down why you believe you're lost. And we can do it again because I don't want to move from this one to another one. Christina, you too. Tell me where you think you're off because we can do it again. I don't want to jump to a different style. Okay, I'll definitely just do it again. That's no problem whatsoever. I'm just gluing this one together, and as soon as I get this one glued together, we will move on to the next one. And honestly, I think I glued my flower upside down, but hey, that's me gluing things upside down. Oh, I can repeat. Not a problem. Not a problem. I have plenty of stuff out here to make clusters for days, so I just didn't pull stuff out to make one cluster, so there is definitely that. So let's glue Mr. Birdie down. Mr. Birdie is gonna join the show. So that's how that one ended up turning out. Ooh, let me stay in frame so you guys can see it. But see how this one is completely different from this one? Again, I gotta stay in frame. They're completely different. Every one of them is always different. Let me put these off to the side over here. And we're gonna do another one. So like I said, we're for those of you that came in late, let me fix myself in the chair here because I slid out of the chair. That ain't gonna work if I slide out of the chair. For those of you that came in late, I put a 3x3 square here on my mat using washi so that I knew the area that I'm working in on my mat. The first one I made, I went from the outside of the washi, so technically it's 3.5 by 3.5, not 3x3. I don't like to measure, as we all know. So yeah, 1 + 1 = 3 to me. But here we go. We are starting over. We're tearing our thing down. Our piece of paper. The paper does not have to be sturdy paper. The only paper that I don't recommend you use is toilet paper, because I don't think it'll work. But if you can get it to work with toilet paper, let me know. I would gladly like to know if you got it to work with toilet paper. Yes, that would definitely be a new one for me. Okay, with the Craftalanches. We get it. You don't like me. I gotta clean. So, back to where we started. We must pick a focal point. What are we going to pick for a focal point? Tara, what are you going to pick? I don't know, Tara. You have too many options here. Let's pick a fancy typewriter that you've stamped out. We can pick out a fancy typewriter. Oh, no, let's do an Americana one, because we're working on an Americana journal. So let's pick one of these fancy cards. I think that would be a good one to use for that. So which one of these fancy cards would you like? Let's do one of these fancy cards. Which one do we want? I kind of like this red one. Do we want to do the red car or the red truck? The blue truck. The blue truck. Okay, the blue truck it is. We're going to do the blue truck. Okay, we have the blue truck. And then with the blue truck, with the blue truck, we have the blue fabric. But with this blue fabric, I'm thinking, no, that's not what I'm thinking. This is what I'm thinking. This is what I'm thinking. Cut this down, Tara. Cut this down. This is what I'm thinking. This is what I'm thinking. Take this like so. Or we could put it up there. Oh, no, we're going to put it right here. Nope. We're going to put it on this side because the truck hangs over on the other side. And when you put that tab like that on there, it allows you to give it some texture. It allows you to get, not texture, but hardware. We can put some hardware in there. We're going to cut this out. When I find my scissors, we're going to cut this out. It feels like I'm going to the Windy City, people. So if I blow it away and I land in your area, just wave and send me on my way. That's all. I'm just over here. I'm inking this, which is going to end up being my on my journal piece here. Right here, around my, gonna go here like so, just like that. That's what it's gonna be. Yep, that's what we're gonna have. And then I have, besides these birds and moths here, these birds and moths are a pain in my tuchus. They're a pain in my tuchus. I have some, yes, I do have to, fussy cut it because yours truly did not fussy cut it. And then we are going to we don't want the blue. We don't want the blue because we have blue there. We want red. We're not going to. Then we want memories of. I know these have to be fussy cut. I'm just laying them out at the moment. Laying them out, friends. Laying them out. And then I'm going to grab some gauze so we can have a little bit of texture in there. We're going to have a little texture in there. And I think I'm going to lay the texture down underneath the truck, like so. Like that. And then Tara's going to try to manipulate over here because she has some more Americana stuff that she's going to try and take something from and use if she can. To make it more my dude might have some legs when I'm done, but I'm sure you guys would understand if I cut his legs off, right? Oh, that might work. I really want him on there. That's why I want to try to make it work. Oh, wait. Nope. 86 it. Just had my thought. 86 it. We got her now. We got her now. So we're gonna take this. We're gonna take this. This is gonna go like this. This is gonna go like this. Just like this. And then that's gonna go like so. And we're gonna have this come in like. Yes, that would make him a veteran in need of a disability. This is true. But I don't know how others would see that, Zal, and others might take offense to that. So everybody doesn't have the same outlook at it as we do. And I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. The comment can stay. I just don't putting it on a cluster. I just don't know how others would, respond, if that makes sense. Oh, I understand. I didn't take it that way, Zal. Not at all. Not at all. I get exactly where you were, what you were saying with that. What if I... Yes, that is a big thing, but Karen, you can make it. It's very easy. You have stamps, you have you make paper. You do not have to go out and buy ephemera. That is very good point that you just made right there. You do not have to buy anything. Everything that I'm actually working with right here on this one is a digital. Every piece of it, except for the piece of tag that I cut and the gauze. And the gauze came from my medicine cabinet. Yep, I robbed the medicine cabinet And the tag, I just cut a tag down, but you can cut a piece of cardstock and use a tag punch, and you got everything you need. And for the ones that are following along with this one here, I do not know the pieces that all of this came from, because some of it might be Miss E's, some of it might not. Yeah, the easiest thing to remember, Karen, is just I was not good at this. I'm telling you, I was donkey poo out in the middle of the sunshine with this. I played around with this quite a bit, and that's how I got to where I am today, where people actually like when I do my clusters and watching me do my clusters. Another thing to make. Hello. How are you? Thank you, Cookie. Hi, Anise. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it. Okay, that one is a little much for one of my clusters, but I really like it. Did you guys understand how I put that one together? Hey, anytime, there's room at the table here for everybody. I'm going to show you how, when I glue this down, I'm going to show you how I'm going to use some ribbon in that eyelet. Yes, the vintage vibe. Scrapbooking with Me has 7 different patriotic kits right now that are in her shop. But a little birdie told me that if you go over to her Etsy shop right now and you shop over there, they're 55% off. And if you drop Tara in the notes, I would appreciate it. I'm thinking about putting a bride in the flower right there. Hey, niece, I invite you, if you like what you see, to make sure you hit that subscribe button, because I come and do this on Tuesday nights and I show different techniques of mine. So if you never want to miss one of my techniques, how I do something, I invite you to hit that subscribe button. Yes, I love gauze, and it dyes really, really, really easy. Like when you dye it with your Tim Holtz inks or with your alcohol inks, it dyes really, really easy. Thank you so much. Alrighty, we're gonna put this little showboat together right here. Yes, cheesecloth is similar, but it is a little different. I discovered the gauze by accident. As we all know, I run a craft-a-lanch around here. I have to get this showboat cleaned up. No, I am not making cards. I am actually making clusters. This was a requested techniques. I made these last week. Oh, get in frame, Tara. I have my camera down. I made these little they're with glossy accents. They're in jump rings. I was showing how to use the glossy accents, and then I made this cluster. And when I made this cluster on the tabs, this was highly requested by everybody that was in the room to ask how I made my clusters. So here we are. I'm showing how I make my clusters. Yes, they are one of my favorites, making those large whale tails. I will be showing how to make those this evening, along with some other cluster techniques. If I have time, I want to show the full page. Okay, Karen. What is what used for? The page tabs? Hold on, I'll show you what they're used for. I know that one of our friends in here is going to get really, really drooly in a minute. So we just have to make sure that she contains herself. They go on pages like this. Right here. Right here. And then they go on smaller ones you can put on top of pages like that. And then you can even make them removable as paper clips. This is a yeah, you can use them on junk journals. They go just like that. This is actually one that I am working on at the moment. That will be going out pretty soon as I get it complete. I'm working on it for somebody. She was in the room. I don't know if she's still in the room, but yeah, she was in here a little bit ago. They oh, that's another one I've made. But if you hang out with me, yeah, you might learn a skill or two. Just right now I'm just gluing some. Yes. I put clusters on everything. I pretty much if you see a piece of work of mine, it has a cluster on it. Yeah, I don't think she's here because if she was here, she would have been in the comments hooting. She would have been in here playing her bugle, letting everybody know that was hers. I think she went missing. She was supposed to be making clusters with us, but I don't know where she be. Oh, and if you hang out over here, you're gonna hear me over here every once in a while, saying something a little bit snarky. Yeah, I have a few cats like that demand pets every now and again too. I just tell them, no, ma'am, not right now. I'm busy. I'm busy at the moment. And this card's gonna go vroom vroom. I don't know where it's going. Oh yeah, there's a lot of it around here. Yep. You definitely found the right place here at Snips Happen for that. The only thing I recommend that if you make a cluster and you want everything to be exactly where you laid it out the first time, snap a photo. Because 9 times out of 10, when you go back to glue it down, you're not going to get it in the right spot. You know, just a thought. Either or, depending on your preference, because I prefer quick setting glue, because once it's down, it's down. I can't change my mind because I can be very indecisive, very. But it depends on the person that's making the project. I would say that if you're just starting out and you have Elmer's glue, hi Casey. If you have Elmer's glue, use Elmer's glue. If you have art glitter glue, use art glitter glue. If you have whatever glue you have, I would say yeah. Because the point of making clusters is to use what you have, not go out and buy to make a cluster. That's what I gather from making a cluster. Others tell me other things, but oh, we could do the paperclip cluster, not a problem. Not a problem. That is super simple. And we can get to the paperclip cluster. I was just doing this one again because I was asked to repeat what I had done so that they could understand what I had done. It's on the list for tonight. Yeah. If you're going to hang out, we can definitely get to the paperclip one. I am just finishing up my finishing touches on this one, and we will be moving on to the next one. I just need to get me some blue ribbon for this one so that we can put some blue in here. If you hear any noises, my nephew's in the lavatory next door, so that's what those noises are. And then if you really, really want to get fancy with this and kick it up even another notch, because, you know, around here at Snips Happen, we just don't stop there. We like to make it even extra special. You can grab yourself one of these fancy dancy bulb pins, right? Like so. And it dangles like this. We have a little dangly langly here. And where did I put my... I know I have dangles. Where did I do with them? Come out, wherever you are. We don't need that at the moment. I do have dangles out. I know I do. I just don't know where I put them. Well, anyways, you can put a fancy dangle at this and it'll dangle off the bottom of it. If Tara knew. The bulb pin right here. Right there. I was trying to find a dangle to put on it, and of course, I have a whole cup of them. No clue where I put them. Yeah. Because I was going to put a bulb pin on it, or a dangle on it, so you can see the dangle hang off of it, and yeah. That is MIA in this craft land. Yeah. Alrighty, so we have this one that was completed, and we have this one that was completed, and we have this one that was completed using the square on my desk. I live in New York, so I do have an accent, so some things do come out a little helter-kelter. So yeah, sometimes you have to correct me and ask me to say things again. I am absolutely sorry about that. Yeah. But there we go again. We have this one that I made on the square on my desk. I made this one with the birdie bird. And then I made that one. So now we're going to get into the fun ones. These are the fun ones, I think, anyways. We are going to move on to... Move that out of the way. Move that out of the way. We don't need this anymore on the desk. Nope. That one's gone. That one is gone. That one is gone. Move this over here. Where's there? All right. I have 2 of the whale tails. That's fine. If you don't understand something, just ask me to repeat it. I will repeat it. No judgment here. It's definitely a safe place. Just ask and I will explain. These are the 2.5-inch whale tail punch. I have the punch over there in the corner. If you do not have this punch, there is a template for this over on my Ko-Fi. You can go get it, print it, and then you will have this template where you can cut it out and you will be able to make these. Oh, I understand speaking words are hard. And I also have ADHD, so sometimes my brain can't catch up with the words. So the words come out faster than what I'm thinking. So yeah, I get it. No need to apologize. You are safe here. And yeah, don't worry about it. You are good. You are golden. So back to where we were. You'll need 2 of these to make the paperclip one. Why do we need 2 of these? Because this one goes over top of this one. And what does it do? It hides the paperclip and makes it where you don't have a paperclip showing, but it goes over top of your page. Now, isn't that interesting? I say so, if I do say so myself. But let me just check to make sure I'm not missing a piece, because I do believe it's only 2. I just gotta check my work here to make sure I'm correct. Yes, it's only 2. Sometimes you make... Okay. Is it easy to follow along with me? And you're new to me, so I want you to know that anytime I am making something. When you're with me in these chats, anytime, if you don't understand, drop a comment in the chat, and my mod will tag me and I'll see it so that I know to stop and go back to what I was teaching. And if I'm almost done with what I'm teaching, I'll do it all over again so that you get it. So don't ever feel just because you don't get it that you're not going to get it, because I will completely do it all over again. Hi, Chiquita. So don't feel just because you didn't get it that time. I will make sure that you understand. I will not leave this live until I know you get what I showed you. And the lives, when I'm done, go up onto my channel so that you can watch it over and over and over and over again. Speaking of that, when I am done this live, I ask that all my friends that are in here with me tonight, they hop over and they leave me a comment. Did you, Chiquita? They hop over and they leave me a comment and they let me know what they've learned from this live and what their favorite part was from this live. Because I love going back and reading the comments and how much they enjoyed it. Yeah, now my brain's trying to catch up with what's going on too. So sometimes my computer is a little lost in the sauce. So yeah, I've been trying to remind my my friends to go back and do that. The paper clips I am using are from the Walmart. They are size number 1. I don't know what paper clips you have where you are, but those are the ones that I use. I go right in the middle of my paperclip, right in the middle of my whale tail. I push it all the way down, and then I come all the way to, like I make sure that this top one is all the way over like that. But what I'm going to do before I glue it, I just want to make sure I had my paper clip in that out so I didn't forget it, because I've known forget stuff. I'm going to ink all the way around it to decorate it the way that I'm going to decorate it, and then I'll glue it. But this is all ready to go when I'm ready to glue it together. And I'm trying to decide if I want to go blue or if I want to go gathered twigs. And I think I'm probably going to go gathered twigs because that's been my go-to color lately. I'm using Distress Oxide Gathered Twigs by Tim Holtz. And I'm just going to go around the edge and ink my edge. This little finger dauber thing, I don't know where I got it. I have a whole bag of them. Yeah, they are super easy, and I love making them. You can do it with the small one. You can do it with this big one here. This big one is a 2.5 inch. So if you make them, so I know some people do them without a punch. That's why I told you that it was 2.5 inch. I try to give measurements when I remember, but my measuring style, you're gonna crack up at me when I tell you. You'll hear me say 1 + 1 = 3. Sounds right to me. Yep, that's my measuring. Except for when I'm doing a journal, I am very thorough with measuring for a journal. Yes. So now I'm going to take this and I'm going to lay this like this. And then yeah, that is definitely a good thing. Thank you so much for that cookie, because I am really bad at those types of things. I appreciate that. I'm just going to stick this piece of cardboard under here while I stamp this. I'm just going to stamp some words on here to cover up the white that's on here. Not that you're going to really see it, but I didn't really want to have to clean that off my mat either. Even though I have a friend that bought me a media mat cover thing for my glass mat, I'm being extra, you know, lazy tonight. Oh, Cookie is thebombdiggity.com with that. She's right on top of it for me. She'll start having me singing here pretty soon. The washi tape here that I'm using, I can actually tell you where that's from nowadays. That is from scrapbookingwithme.com. It is actually a new item that is in stock, and you can go grab it if you want. Yes, Casey, she sure does. I don't know what she want me sing tonight. She hasn't got me going yet. Normally, if I'm out of frame, she'll tell me that I'm rolling. Yes, that's the key word. rolling. It reminds me of the Walmart commercial. Keep those prices rolling. Casey. Oh, I don't know what I'm going to do with you ladies. I really don't. What am I going to do with you? You guys crack me up. At the end of the night, all I can do is giggle. I can just giggle at you. Oh, yes, that is the other thing you need to know about me, is I get the worst case of the giggles. The worst. We're not trying to make you blush. Blushes. No, ma'am. We ain't trying to do that. Just don't send me to the parking lot, please. Please, no. I don't want to be there. I don't like parking lot by myself. I might be scared of the monsters out there. The best case of the giggles. The best case. I'm scared of the monsters out there. I'm scared. They might come and try to get me. And they might try to, take my chunky journals. Holly. No, I have never checked out the washi from there. Are you telling me that I need to up my washi game? In the words of Karen McCoy, don't threaten me with a good time. Holly! Hands off the journals. Oh no. See, around here, I haven't told you this. I haven't told you the big part about the journals yet, because my journals, I like them big. I like them chunky. What purple one? I don't see purple. Oh, that purple one? I don't know. Possibility. Possibility. It's a possibility. I'm just over here living my best life, you know. Hello. Hello, everyone. I'm just a flying purple people eater. Oh, I have to tell you what arrived in the mail. Stapler number 2. It arrived yesterday. Wishing you were eating cake. Tara, don't laugh. Tara, don't laugh because you could be over there in the corner eating cake too. Tara, they could be making you eat cake too, you know. So don't be laughing. Her name is Heidi. Her name is Heidi. She's got a name, Heidi. Yep. Oh yes, I name everything too. Yeah, that's a fun fact about me too. Deb. Deb. I want to use. Maybe I need a Brad because this needs some hardware. My brain is getting stumped. My brain is getting stumped, people. Because I'm over here sharing all my secrets, and my brain is getting stumped. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Chiquita's over here claiming the cluster that I'm making because it has purple on it. So I might let her get away with this one because there's purple on it. I might. We shall see. If anybody doesn't know, last week's video I made these. Maybe a live video if you want to go back and watch that. Stand in line for the purple. Yes, there is a video that shows you how to make them. If anyone is interested. Number 7. Why not put number 7 on there? Because I think number 7 would look pretty right there in the middle of that. It's coming together now. Good seeing everybody. Thank you for stopping in, Casey. I shall see you in the next time. And when you get done that momentum, can you send some this way? Because I need a little too. Beep, 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 beep. I need a number. I am looking for a number. I have a number, but now I need a word. Why am I looking for a number when I'm looking for a word? Oh, you ordered Missy's mystery kit? Yay! You will love it. You will love it. I have one coming too. I'm so glad you got one. Okay, I think that's what's throwing me right there. That's what's throwing me, people. That is what's throwing me, is that little thing right there. There we go. I think that is the best cluster tab I've ever made. I do think so. I do think so. Yep, I do think so. All right, now we're gonna glue her down. We are gonna glue her down. And remember what I said. When you make these cluster tabs like this, I inked it, I stamped all over it. Cookie. Cookie. I lost my train of thought now because of Cookie. Now I gotta go back and try to collect my thoughts here. Now I need to add, I think it needs a little white, maybe. Let me get a little white and see what it does. But as I was saying, that when you build these cluster tabs, yes, you're putting all this stuff down on there. Yes, stuff is going to be covered up, but it's okay because you're building a cluster. Clusters get covered up. They don't stay where you can see everything the whole time. So don't panic when you say, oh, I put that piece of washi tape down. Yeah, sneak in Cookie's pocket, you'll get a cluster. But it's like when you put it down, it's okay if it gets covered up. It's not, oh, I put that down, now it's ruined. No, it's not ruined. It's okay. It really is. I promise you, everything is okay. You will still be able to sleep tonight because you covered up a piece on your cluster. Yeah, well, I have ADHD brain. And I just didn't want people to be like, you just covered that up, and now look at you. You're putting that down? That makes no sense whatsoever. In my mind, it does. I made a beautiful piece by doing that. That's right. That's why we were all different. But Tara, you just put all that white down and I only see a little sliver of that. Now, what was the point in that? That was just an entire waste. Because I wanted to, love. Because I wanted to. Take a breather. It will be okay. When you can't sleep tonight, you're going to text me about your cluster? Why? Because you couldn't see the white? I'm going to tell you to flip it over. There's plenty of white on the other side. Listen, sometimes you get the monsters out there. Now tell me that does not look pretty even though you can't see all the white that I put down on there. I like it. And I'm just going to come in here like this with my other one. Besides my commentary of how people are going to respond to me with my, you covered up the white. And you know, the ones that come after you and tell you that you covered up the white are probably the ones that's never made a cluster in their life. Tell me I'm wrong. Now we just gotta let old Betsy dry, and she's a paperclip. I know, the nerve of me. I am so wasteful. I need to stop. But you know what? I have more lace and ribbon and scraps than I think. I don't know. Probably most people. And I keep making more because I show up for you guys. I know. I know you're being sarcastic. I know. And I am too, because it's funny. But there is my paperclip whale tail. Now, is there anything that you guys... That's absolutely true, Deb. It's not a cluster if it's not layered. Now, is there anything that you guys would like me... I have yarn that's coming out of my ears, but we'll not touch that. Bruno in the room. Is there anything that you guys would like to see me do again? Or again? I can do whatever you guys would like me to do. You tell me. I am here for you guys tonight. You guys wanted to see clusters? I'm here to show you clusters. How about we pull out a old, let's see, what can we make a cluster on that, I don't know, I want to make a cluster on. I think I want to make a cluster on a bingo card because you know why? Bingo cards are fun to make a cluster on. A label cluster. Oh, you want to make a label cluster. All right. All right. I can do it. I can do it. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Wait a minute. A belly band cluster? Okay. The 3-inch. Okay, wait a minute. The 3-inch label cluster or the 3-inch belly band cluster? Because my brain is like, thank you. My brain is like, because she like 'em big. She like 'em chunky. A belly band cluster. Okay. Let me go with the belly band. And you want a 3-inch belly band? Okay. 1, 2, 3. I got to do a little counting over here. So hold on. We're going to do a little mathing. You know, mathing and mathing ain't mathing over here. Oh, Zal, I can show you clusters for days. Like I said. Okay, the 3-inch the belly band for that you want 3 inches. 3 inches wide by 3 inches or just 3 inches long? Oh, okay. Never mind. Never mind. I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you, babe. I got you, babe. I got this. I got a fun one right now. Ooh yeah. Ooh yeah. Hold up. Hold up. Challenge accepted. I just gotta do a little cut in here for the memento. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. I'm doing something. I'm doing something. And it accommodates everybody. Accommodates everybody. I just got this thought that I have to show this one because this is one that I like to do on the regular, and it's one that would look really cool as a belly band. So yeah, we got to put this one in there, and hopefully this fits on my. Of course, it's gonna be like, you know. Sorry about Mr. Whiny Pants. Daddy must be home. But it's not a live of mine if you don't hear him, so. And if you'd like to see who Whiny Pants is, you can go check out the reel that I have on my YouTube. That is Be Kind. And you can see Mr. Whiny Pants. Yep. He is in that live. Also, if you'd like to see my face, I know I'm rolling. I'm trying to get measured. If you'd like to also see my face, it's in that video too. And then we're gonna glue this. No. Are we gonna glue this? No, we're not gonna glue this because all right, this one here. What are we gushing for? This is what we're gonna do for this. I have this fancy punch right here. We're gonna go up just a little bit for this one because I don't need to be so close. How many layers is the last cluster to look decent? This one here, I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There is a piece of lace. Oh, ha! Chiquita, you shall ask. And where did I throw it? I made a little cheat sheet for you guys. And now I don't know where I threw it. Hold on, hold on. Hold on, friends. Hold that thought. Ow. I made you a little cheat sheet. It will be on my coffee page. It's a base layer, a textured layer, a focal piece, an accent bit, a ground marks, and final piece. Yes. And then it tells you a ruler, a paper clip, tag reinforcer, and it's also Snips approved. And then it's there's a quick cluster recipe, a scrap, label, staple, smudge, and a word strip. And then down here it shows you that you can have a color palette. This will be on my coffee at the end of the live. If it's not up there tonight, it will be up there definitely tomorrow so that you guys can grab that. And I also made you a little something special. I made you some Tawny Berlins that you can cut out and use for your clusters. So I thought that this would be something fun that you guys can have for tonight for showing up to my live and supporting me. And yes, so he is working at his desk making some clusters. These will be also up on my coffee page by either tonight or first thing in the morning. I will make sure that they are up there so that you guys have them for working with your projects. Over on my coffee page also, there is, remember the day that we did the papers where I gave you the tips and tricks with the different papers, the alcohol ink, the rust water and all that? There's stuff on there too. Pages on there for you to print out. There's a few freebies on there that you can print out, but these will be up there for tomorrow so that you have these cheat sheets for when you're making clusters. I just thought it would be fun. But just remember, when you print these out, the ones with Tarny, do not print them fit to page, just print them regularly so that they print out, because if you print them fit to page, you will lose some of the imaging. Yes, Cookie, I just thought it would be fun so that they have them. So this one here is, let me count it. Let me count it to make sure it'll fit. Yes, there's big whales on there, like medium size and small. You can print them out also. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.5. This is 7.5 long, right? And we are going to make a long tab page. So the punch I'm using is the notch punch and the corner rounder. They are at Scrapbooking with Me. I do believe they're sold out at the moment. But they do come back into stock, and when they do, I will let you know. I'm just randomly going to pick a spot here on here to make a tab, right? So I'm just going to go like this, right? So I made my punch. Doesn't look like much right now, right? So I'm going to flip it over. And I probably should make a pencil mark, because if I don't make a pencil mark, I am going to mess this up for sure. Because I can't cut straight for the life of me. Also, the ruler that I'm using is the Timmy ruler, Uncle Timmy ruler. I love this ruler. You will see me use this in a lot of my videos. I will refer to it as the ruler that I can see from space, because I have eyes that are crapola. And that also can be bought at Scrapbooking with me. Yep, sure can. So with this, I am going to cut this off like this, right? Then I have this that opens like this. You're like, Tara, what are you going to do with that nonsense? That doesn't look like much to me. Oh, come on, round your corner. All right, so I rounded my corner. So I have this nifty thing, right? And I'm going to show you what we're going to do with this. I'm going to show you. So then I'm going to take this. This will do this when I'm done. And I'm probably going to make it Americana theme, because then I can put it in this journal. But it will go like this, just like this, when I'm done, on this page, and hang. It'll glue right down this page, side by side like this, and hang down that page just like that. You can put a dangle on it. You can put a brad on it. You can put a couple dangles hanging off of it. And the best part about this, the best part is when you glue it on, you can glue it here and you can glue it here. And you get yourself a little tuckaroo here. And then when you flip it over, this is not glued down now. So when you flip it over, you get the same on this. Well, you can't see because the journal's in the way. But you will get the same thing over here on this side. You can glue the whole thing down, or you can get a tuck here. You just glue it here and glue it here. You might have to put a little glue here on this piece here, and you'll get a tuck right here. So we're going to make this, and this is also a cluster. It's called the large page tab cluster. So if this is something you want to see me do, you can continue hanging out with me, because this is next up on the block. And if you like what I've been doing, drop me some hearts down in the old comment box, because I like to see the love. You know, I like to see the love running around here in the old Snips Happens box. Do I want to? I think I'm going to go with the gather twigs again. Cookie's got some turtles going on over here in the chat box. Tell me something good. The wind is blowing. The dog is crying. Tara's making something good. So we are on the road to success. Those are Tara hearts. Tell me something good. And when you make these, because they go like this down the page, You can put your things that go like this. You can put the things that go like this. I'm probably going to start with using up these flowers. Both sides do not have to be the same. Keep that in mind. They do not have to be. I'm going to probably put one of these trucks on here. Probably. But when I put it on here, I want it to kind of, you know, go like so. But it really wouldn't make a difference if it was going like this either, because it's going up the page. So you got that also. So yeah. And then we still have the other side to do. Yep. We still got the other side to do. And we're going to have one of these little labels here. And then we'll have one of these up here. Let freedom ring. Let freedom ring. And I'm thinking, ooh, no. I thought that would look good, but it doesn't look good. So we're not going to use any of those. So we have that. Let's have some numbers. Everything looks good with numbers. Everything looks good with numbers. If you hear voices, I'm sorry. Just letting you know, it is here in my house. And then what else we got? What else do we got? We are going to add some other fun stuff. We just have to do, like, now is pretty much like filler stuff that you have to put in it. Let's do a figure 3. I do have to find some fabric to put in there or something, because it's gonna need some fabric. I'm just gonna do the one side with you tonight, so you don't have to watch me do both sides of it, but you will get the gist of, you know, what it will look like on the other side. You do not have to have everything going in the right direction, of course, because let's stick one of these. One of these will go here. One of these will go over here, so it can hang down over here. And one will go up here. All right, now we can start tucking in the fun stuff, like the lace. So is the file folder like a cluster that is better, more 2D than some of the others, or does it matter? And no, it doesn't matter. I just like to do them so they go up the page and it gives you a side tuck. Or, you know, or you could glue them down to the page. It just gives some definition to the page, you know, what's going on your in your journal. You know me, Cookie. I like to be outside the box. I don't fit well in a box. I never have. There's some red ribbon. Tie a yellow ribbon round the old oak tree. I don't know why that just came to mind. Now that would look cool on there, like for some dimensions. So we're gonna see if we can fit that on there somewhere. Um, maybe some. I don't know if that would. That I don't think that would work. Don't think so. A clock might work. You know, a clock would be cool. I'm just looking for things right now that would give me some depth. Yeah, I use eyelets all the time on my whale tails, all the time. Christina, you've missed the flip throughs of your journal. I've shown your journal like 4 times tonight, and you've been out there playing in your clusters, and you haven't seen your flip throughs. Oh, that's what Christina's been out there sleeping. Yeah, the book is looking epic, and Christina's sleeping. Right, Cookie? She's out there taking a siesta. I'll have to wait until I get this stuff off my desk because I have stuff up on my desk at the moment. Because I was using it to show what this cluster thing that I'm doing. I'm awake now. I don't know. I think you had some blinders on there a little while ago. I had to fight them off because they were all wanting to buy it. I mean, they were literally fighting over the journal. They wanted it, like fighting over it. I thought I was gonna have to call Cookie for backup. I thought you were there making clusters and had your fingers glued together. Yeah, right. You were gonna need we were gonna need something because it was getting out of control. I don't know. It was pretty rough. It was pretty rough there for a minute or two. I don't know how it was gonna hold them back. There for a minute, I thought we were gonna have a bidding war. And Cookie was like, "No, ma'am, no, you can't. That's already spoken for." And I'm telling you, it was going to be on. It was going to be like a full on brawl. What this stuff that I got in my hand, it's gauze. So if you go to the Boo Boo bus or the Boo Boo station, they have it. Yeah, people were elbows out and everything. I thought we were entering like, the what was it? The MMA fights maybe or the WWE cuz it was rough. Good night. Thank you for stopping. Cookie, I can't with you, Cookie. I can't. That wouldn't be me either, but I don't know who that would be. Chiquita, was that you? Amazing. I don't know. It had to have been somebody. I had scissors, so it wasn't me. Smiling big. All right, so we could start gluing these down. Yay! If I bring after I glue this down and I bring this journal back out, we have a full-on war again. I blame Christina. So after we finish, no, this is not a belly band. I will show you what this will be, and it actually is going into your journal. I am making it for your journal. So, yes, ma'am. I will show you what it is. After we make this, and I show Christina her lovely journal that I am working on, that people are patiently fighting over, that we will call it a night. So if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments so that I can answer them up while we finish this up. I am only doing one side on camera. I will finish the other side off camera because it's the exact, I'm doing it the exact same way as I'm doing this side. Did everybody understand the way that I showed how to do clusters? Did you learn anything from the way that I showed how to do the clusters? Making clusters, is it easier for you now? Did you learn a new technique tonight? Other than that Christina lost out on her journal, that there was a full-on bidding war for it. I'm going to show you in just a second. Don't you worry your little hearts. Don't you worry your little hearts, it'll be there. I will get her there as quickity. I will show you the quickity to lickety. Yes, I wanted that on there. That was one of the ones I did want on there. You're gonna go watch the replay? It will be on the coffee page that Cookie has listed several times. Okay. Okay. Let me pull this up. There we go. I was gonna put that on there, but we'll find another spot for that for something else. So then let's clear the decks as much as we can. This is Christina's love that everybody wants. This is the one that everybody wants for Christina's. You ready, Christina? I'm going to show you. This is your opening page. I still have lots to do in it because it's nowhere near where I want it to be. And then we have this one, and it has one of my cluster tabs right here that I've made. And then this here is not complete, but this will go like this on the page, right? So it'll look like this. And you will have a tuck here. So what I mean by a tuck is that you'll be able, once it's done and glued down, you'll be able to tuck something on this side. And then when this side is done, it'll look the exact same way on this side. And you'll be able to tuck something over here on this side. But it's not complete. I still have to do the other side of it, but that will be going in there. And then what else have I put in here since the last time we chitty-chatted? Hold on. I did this one there. And let me see. You've seen that one? I made this yesterday on a live, and each one of these pockets is loaded with different things. And then where else? There is one more thing that I have tucked in here. I just don't know where I tucked it. Oh, I did do this here. There is a tuck spot here. I just have to cover that white there. But when you flip it, you have this and this. See all this? When this flips open, you have this. You have that. And then you seen that. Oh, and then I made, in this little bag, there's this little gem, which is a tag that's loaded. There's a tag here, there's a tag here, and then there's that tag, and you can write on the back of that tag. It's in this bag here. And then there's these flips here that I did that go to that flip page that I did. And then you have this right here. And then you have your little tucky spot right here where this pulls out. And then you have that. And I think that's it. That's all that I have in there so far. But I've been working. I've been working on her. But yes, that is how thick she is so far. She's got a lot more to go. A lot more to go. Yes. But I've been using it as reference tonight. I did make that cluster will be going in there that I made tonight. These are the clusters that I made tonight. This will be going, this will go in there when it's completed because that's part of that. I will put a dangle on here for that cluster. And is there any other questions from tonight's live? Thank you, Cookie. Did everybody like the way that I made clusters? Do they have any questions about any clusters? If they have any questions about any clusters, you can contact me through my link in my bio. My email is there and all of my socials, so you can get a hold of me on any of those. I'll gladly answer any questions that you have. The only request that I have is if you would go back after the video goes up on YouTube. If you would please leave me a comment about what you liked about tonight's class, and if you would please like and subscribe if you are not subscribed, and leave me a comment after the video ends to let me know what your favorite part was, or what you would like to see me do. And before we leave, what would you like to do next week? Because I like when you guys give me ideas so that I know what you guys would like to do next week. I'm open to suggestions. Zal's thinking. I see Zal thinking. You guys can always leave your ideas in your comments. I did a video on hidden spines. It was the video for your patriotic video, your patriotic journal. It was the one right before the glossy accents. It was a whole live. Cookie, can you share that for me, please, in this? I did a whole where I did 5 signatures in your journal that I'm working on for you. No, I have not done that, but I can do the different parts of a journal and stuff like that, Zal. Yeah, I can definitely do that because I have a smash book. I have um I have a smash book. I have junk journals. I've done the collage books. I've done all that. So yeah, I could do the difference in between them. That's actually a really good one. And like the signatures, the tabs, and the different like the journaling cards, the tags, and that kind of stuff. Is that what you mean? Yes, it was the Freedom collab, and I believe it was the second one, is the one right before the glossy accents. Yeah, we can definitely do that, Zal. I would really like to get it to where you can build a journal and you know all the parts of it. Yeah, I can show you how to do a smash book too. There you go, Christina. Cookie just shared the link for the Freedom collab one that had the hidden spine. Okay, so then that next week we're going to go over the different parts of the journal, what each part is, and I might even show you some of my beginning journals to what I have now so you can see how much I've grown. So you can see that I just did not start out knowing this, like I've grown. Like you start somewhere and so that you're not afraid to start. I literally have my first journal right here on the shelf. So I will show you that and show you what I have now so that you can see that everybody starts someplace. So next week, that's what we'll do. I will see you next week. There's no live tomorrow. Amy and I will not be going live tomorrow. And we will be back on Thursday with a special collab because I have some exciting news to share. And other than that, I will see you around on the YouTubes. Thank you for spending time with me tonight. I hope that you learned something tonight. And thank you, Cookie. And I enjoy spending time with you and I enjoy teaching you something. I am so glad you did too, Christina. You're welcome, Zal. And I hope this was everything that you waited all week for, Zal. Good night, Deb. And I will see you all around on the YouTubes. Bye.